This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, how about clear skies tonight as we start the evening out? We'll see a bit more clouds by early tomorrow, and then they're going to increase throughout the day tomorrow. And we're going to be dealing with some snow in our forecast late tomorrow. Yes, it's been a while since we've been able to talk about some snow, but we will. Then eyes are coming up on the weekend and really an active 7-day forecast. Nothing huge, but certainly the possibility of getting some snowfall. 40 yesterday for a high after a morning low of 16. Nothing in the rain gauge, so any snow that we get would be significant for 2021 so far. Temps were mild today. We were into the 50s in many locations, well into the 50s, even flirting with 60 in some areas. Still holding at 48 in Sterling, 43 right now in North Platte, 44 in Ogallala, 43 in Sidney and Kimball, 45 here in Scotts Bluff. Winds have come down. They were much stronger earlier, now down into a more reasonable level at 15 to 20 miles an hour, and a few wind chills to be concerned about out there. Not much, though, as wind chills primarily in the 30s still this evening. We still have this high wind warning out until tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. We're going to see winds really start to decrease, though, in eastern portions of Wyoming here over the next few hours. Tomorrow when you get on the bus will be partly cloudy when you head to school in the 20s, and then more clouds on the way home and in the low 40s. I think snow will hold off till later after the bus stop tomorrow, but it'll be on the way as we go into the late afternoon and especially evening and overnight hours tomorrow. As we look at overnight tonight, we're going to be mostly clear, a few clouds towards sunrise. Lows tonight down into the 20s. Primarily 20s will cover everybody. Low to mid 20s, I guess, will hit most of us. Now for tomorrow, we start the day with sunny skies. They quickly turn partly cloudy. Clouds increase then, and then you'll see by late afternoon and especially late tomorrow night, there comes that snow with a little bit of a disturbance. North Platte River northward is where right now the forecast models are kind of honing in on the snow, and enough that we may see some accumulations out there. 40 tomorrow for a high in Torrington. Low 40s pretty much for everybody here across the region. And how about this? Enough that we could sneak some measurable precip. In fact, some areas maybe 1/10 of an inch or more of moisture out there, and it's going to come largely in the form of snow when it does develop. So an inch or two not out of the question for northern portions of the Panhandle into eastern portions of Wyoming. Lesser amounts and even no snow than as you get further down along the I-80 corridor. We'll see where this eventually takes its path, but as of right now, favoring those areas. The next system that we have in store for us for the weekend is also highlighting maybe northern portions of the area. This is the European model. You can see some light to occasionally moderate snows out there, and the American GFS model, very similar, targeting those snows off to the north of us. We'll see how far this comes down, but we could be in for some more snow as we go into the weekend, and again by the middle of next week. Clear and quiet tonight, lows down around 25 tomorrow. Increasing clouds, it's going to be cooler, not as windy. Snow's going to hold off, I think, till after dark tomorrow, well after dark probably, and but the snow chances are going to be there. In fact, we're going to put them at 60% tomorrow with some snow in here. Back into the low 40s. We're at 40 or so on Friday. Another chance of some snow enters the forecast Saturday and again Tuesday of next week. And notice, pretty much after we get through Friday, all of next week, we're talking about high temperatures only in the 30s. So a stark change from what we have been experiencing here. We're going to be down in the 30s almost every day. The good news is we don't see a ton of wind coming, but there's going to be some chances of getting some snow off and on over the next week.